Good afternoon, year threes. We have our computing this afternoon. We're going to move on from the work that we were doing last week, where I was giving you the program and you had to tell me what it was doing. This time we're switching it around. You are going to make the algorithm this time to reach the outcome that I give you. To do that, we need to go into these 4 steps. First, you need to think how the sprite will need to move to get from one place to another. Remember, a sprite is the name for that character that we're directing, in this case, the little orange cat. So we think, how's it going to get from here to here? And then you break that movement, that big movement, into steps. So think, first it's got to go there, it's got to turn, it's got to move again, it's got to turn for each thing. Then you pick your instruction for each of those steps. And then finally, you're going to check your algorithm, check whether you got it right. And if it doesn't work, you have to work out why it didn't work. And that process is called debugging, where we correct a mistake that we've made in an algorithm. So these are the instructions that you have been using so far. So can we remember what each of them do? First, remember that every instruction has to start with this one, when the green flag is clicked. If it doesn't have that, then the sprite doesn't know when to do what you're asking it to. So it needs that at the top, okay? Then we've got this one is a movement one. It always makes the character move in a straight line in the direction it is facing. This one turns the character. And then we've got these ones make the character say something, and this one makes it do a speech bubble. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Okay, so the sprite always starts in the middle, and we want, in this case, the end point to be over here. Okay, now, all of my programs that I've done have been working in 100 steps. And that is just for convenience. It's a big enough number that it moves far enough away that you can see it. So all of your instructions today will need to use 100 steps, okay? Not 10 or 50, because it won't move it far enough. So our cat has gone from the middle to forwards in front of himself, okay? Not all the way to the edge of the screen, just that far. Okay, so what instructions do we need? Remember I said we always start with a when the green flag is clicked. Then what does he do? He moves from there basically to there. So it's just a straight movement. There's no turns in that. So he's going to move 100 steps. Now, he's only gone to there. He hasn't gone all the way to the edge. So I probably only need one of those move 100 steps. He's not turned at all. All that's happened next is he says bye. So I need to say bye. And there's my instructions. Click the green flag. He moves 100 steps. He says bye. Now, I think those are the instructions. I now need to check whether that is correct. So I'm going to, there will be a link in the assignment which will take you to the Scratch website. If you don't go through it that way, then just type Scratch into your search engine, into Google or whatever, and that will take you to Scratch. It's the first one that comes up. And if you click on create, it gets you to here, or if you've just clicked my link, it's going straight there anyway. Okay, what were my instructions? I'm going to be flitting backwards and forwards to check. Green flag, move 100 steps, say bye. So the green flag was yellow. When the green flag is clicked, you drag it, you drop it, done. Move was blue, move at. Now this says 10 steps, but I want it to be 100 steps, because I told you all of my movements are using 100 steps. 100, done. And then it was say bye, which was purple looks. Say, He's not saying bye, that says hello. So I need to change that. Bye with an exclamation mark. Good. Right, I'm ready to find out whether I got it right. And all I'm doing is, like it says there, press the green flag. Click on the green flag. There he goes. Yeah, that matches with what I had on this screen. So that one's correct. Marvelous. Right, let's do the next one then. Okay, I've got my cat here. I've got this is my finish point, and I've done a bit of careful thinking. And I have made my instructions. Let's just break this down again. He starts there, he finishes there. Okay, so how do I get him to go there? He's got to go forwards. He's got to turn and go this way instead. And now he's still facing downwards, so I need to turn him so he's facing that way. So let's check. Clicking the green flag, moves 100 steps, yep. Turns, now with my turns, because they are doing right angles, okay? Always do right angles, and a right angle is 90 degrees. So when we do this, you're going to have to change the degrees to 90 degrees every time. Otherwise, it's not going to work, okay? So, moves forwards 100 steps, turns 90 degrees, moves another 100 steps, and then turns 90 degrees. So, yeah, that seems fair. I'm going to check that, though, back on Scratch. Here we go. I've still got my old one there. I need to get rid of that. I need a new one. You go up to File, New. Replace the contents, yes. Okay, there we go. Right, we're back to the beginning. Fantastic. Right, my instructions were green flag, then move 100 steps. That says 10, change that to 100. What was next? It was turn that way 90 degrees. Let's have a look. Turn, there it is. That's the right arrow, isn't it? Turn that way 90 degrees. And that is clockwise or right. Either of those will do fine. And what was next? I've forgotten. Too busy talking. Move 100 steps and then turn again 90 degrees. Move 100 steps. That's 100. And then turn again 90 degrees. Right. Does that match with my other screen? Yes, it does. Good. Right, let's make this happen then. Is it going to end up with him and where I want him is there facing that way, if I got this right. Okay, off we go. Oh, well, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. Right, so I got something wrong. Let's have a little think about that then, because there's an instruction that's wrong there. I've got a bug in my program. So he moves forwards 100 steps. That goes to there. That's fine. Then he turns 90 degrees clockwise. So he turns so he's facing that way. That's fine. Then he moves 100 steps and then he turns. Look at that. If he turns clockwise again, that means he's still turning in that direction, which is wrong. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have to start this again. New. Yeah. Right, let me check this. So I want the green flag. I want him to move 100. Then I want him to turn 90. And now I want him to move 100 again. So let's just check that. Move forwards, turn to face this way, move forwards. Now I need him to turn that way. So I don't want him to turn this way because that's what happened last time. It ended up upside down facing this way. I need him to turn back in the opposite direction. So I don't want this arrow. I want this one. 90. Right, let's check this. Go. That's better. That's what we wanted it to be. So I made a mistake. I started again. I've got my instructions right. I've thought about what each step is. Okay. And that is what you are doing for your work this afternoon. So when you look at your assignment, it looks like this. It's got an example at the top. So it's got, you start here, you finish here. So what were the instructions? And what you have to do is you have to type in what instructions you've got. When flag clicked, move 100 steps, say bye. That's the one we looked at just now. Now, what are we going to do for this one? Well, if I have a little go at this, I'm just going to shrink the font down, so that's very big. Okay, so it's always going to start with when flag clicked. Right, then he's got to move forwards 100. So move 100 steps. Now he's got to turn, but he's not turning the same way as he did. Remember, if he turned clockwise, he went down towards the bottom of the screen. We want him to go to the top. So we're moving anti-clockwise. So it's turn anti-clockwise 90 degrees. And now he's facing that way. I need him to move again. So move 100 steps. And then he is saying bye. So he can say bye. Okay, so that is how I would complete that. And now what you would do is go to the Scratch website and test whether you got it right. Here is the worksheet. It's just reminding you that you can use all of these instructions. Okay, and you type into the box just like I did just now in there. And there are 6 of those problems. I think that's right. So 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I was right. So 6 of those different problems, and you always start in the middle. And here's where you write your instructions and then test it and debug it on Scratch. I hope you thoroughly enjoy that. And I look forward to seeing the work that you produce. See you tomorrow.